going to OT in game one. I'm talking a 34-point beatdown. Giannis put up 31, 13 and 6. As for Jimmy Butler, he wasn't looking like Jimmy Buckets last night. Take a listen.
I don't think nobody's embarrassed. I think that's just part of the game. They just whooped our tail. They did. But, you put this behind us. We got 2 days to get ready for this next one. I mean, I think you kind of got to just leave it at that. I don't think, frustration is going to change anything. I think you just got to compete a lot harder, do things the right way. But all in all, we realized we lost this game together. We went down. We are down 0-2. We're down 0-2 together. And whenever we get home, we're going to be together whenever we play game 3.
That chain, though, really would complete my look. Stephen A., is Butler to blame for the game 2 blowout?
I'm going to blame him for it because I'm not talking about him just as a player. I'm talking about him as a leader. Enough's enough of this nonsense. Let me tell you something about Jimmy Butler. This brother is as real and authentic as it gets. He's a rough rider. Yeah. He's a star in this league, okay? I believe in him. I believe if the Philadelphia 76ers had Jimmy Butler, they might win the championship. That's how I feel
this
about
year.
I'm talking about last year, the previous 2 years. He left when they lost in Game 7 to Toronto. I think if they had come back last year, I think they could have made some real noise with Jimmy Butler. I believe in this brother, okay? And we saw what we saw from him in the playoffs, particularly in the NBA Finals. He shot 4 for 22 in Game 1. He shot 4 for 10 last night. And Jimmy Butler's, it has to stop. This is Jimmy Butler. Numbers don't matter. At the end of the day, it's about winning. I appreciate that because remember with Russell Westbrook, I took the opposite point of view. The numbers, a similar point of view. The numbers don't necessarily matter because I know you could do that already. Now you got to be winning instead of going home in the first round. In the case of Jimmy Butler, yo, bro, you the star. You the face of the franchise. You the face of the franchise. Enough of this, okay? This is the franchise that Zoe and Shaq and D-Wade and LeBron and those cats were at. You the new standard. And the reality of the situation is that Jimmy Butler has to show up and be Jimmy Butler. Enough of this passive stuff. Enough of this fitting in. You a star, okay? You might not be a superstar because like I said, there's levels to this LeBron and guys like that on another level, but damn it, you showed, especially in the NBA Finals, that you're on an elevated level when you want to be. You got to want to be every night come playoffs. Enough of this 4 for 22 shooting or 4 for 10 and finishing with 10 points and we just trying to get things right. You Jimmy freaking Butler. Enough's enough. Stop playing. Because damn it, you know me, Max.
He wants to go to Miami.
That's
what this is all about. When we were on the call, let me just say one thing I want to get to you. We're on the call. He's like, I want to talk about Jimmy Butler. I knew it right away. I knew you so well because you got to fire him up because you want to be in South Beach. This is about you.
I appreciate the fact that you know me so well.
I do.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm very flattered. Bottom line is,
I
mean it. I ain't playing.
Oh my God.
Enough's enough.
You better pack your bags.
He's not trying to fire up any other squad.
You're going
Miami.
I mean, come on.
Here in New York with the Nets to either Philly or Milwaukee. So make your travel plans.
I understand, but let it be because they beat you, not because you walking around. I'm just trying to
tell you who to blame.
You ain't fit.
When he does call people out at work sometimes, I got to give him that.
Take over.
Let me tell you who to blame.
Okay.
Because you're looking for someone to blame in case you don't go to Miami. And it's not Jimmy Butler, although I can't disagree with your point, basically. Butler's got to play better than that. I'm sure he knows.
Yes,
the heart and soul of the team.
He knows.
But Jimmy Butler can't guard everyone. Bryn Forbes can't miss from the outside. All the shooters are hot. He can't guard everyone. He can't be everywhere. But you know who does make decisions if you're looking for someone to blame? Eric Spoelstra. Now, Eric Spoelstra makes decisions like burying Tyler Hero on the bench. Remember what Tyler Hero did in the playoffs last year? He was a superstar. Now, I understand Kendrick Nunn is starting, and then Dragic, he's the third stringer. Hero's playing 10 minutes. He didn't play very well, but 10 minutes? How are you going to get a rhythm in 10 minutes either? This dude can take you there. I think Spoelstra, who is known for in-series adjustments, Stephen A., may wind up being your best friend, or at least trying to be. Because what is the issue going into this series? The Bucks are better. The Bucks are a better team than the Heat. They're supposed to win. The issue going in was Budenholzer. Budenholzer in Atlanta won 60 games, flamed out in the playoffs. Then he gets to Milwaukee. Well, in Atlanta, he didn't really have a superstar. Now he's flamed out in the playoffs. Flamed out in the playoffs again. And you were the one saying, hey, Budenholzer's job can be in jeopardy. He's got to do something in these playoffs. I agree. Well, he's doing something so far. And now it's on Spoelstra, who is a great coach. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. He's won championships. He's excellent. He makes adjustments mid-series. Well, he's going to have to do that, and now let's see what Budenholzer does. Because I expect Spoelstra to adjust. But so far, if you're looking for a villain, it's Spoelstra.
I don't consider. Well, you know what? I can't say that because when you bring up the point about Tyler Hero, that's a very, very valid point. I believe in Tyler Hero. I think the brother's got game, and when you saw what he did in the postseason, sometimes, again, because to protect the culture, he might have got a big hit. I don't know the story. I haven't asked. But there's something wrong when Tyler Hero's only playing 17 minutes. There's something wrong with that. That picture doesn't seem right at all. And so definitely that's something that needs to be looked into. Trevor Ariza, my brother, I'm a huge fan of Trevor Ariza. 0 for 3, bro.
Can't throw it in the ocean.
Minus 25 from the plus minus 25. Last time we really saw Trevor Ariza in the playoffs, we know when that was, when he was in Houston, and that game 7, and he was like 0 for 12. I mean, you got to do better. But I'm still going to go back to Jimmy Butler because I believe in him. Here's what stars do. Stars make up for what the rest of the team is lacking to some degree. They make up for it. And especially when it's a place you want it to go. D-Wade vouched for you. Kawhi Leonard might come there because undercover-wise, his relationship with Jimmy Butler is pretty damn good. Here's the reality of the situation. You the man there right now. Bam Adebayo, we love and appreciate him. We appreciate the years of service for Andre Iguodala, and we know he has a role on any championship team, okay? We look at some of the pieces like the Kendrick Nunns, the Tyler Heroes of the world. We know they could play. Damn it, Jimmy Butler, they ain't you. You Jimmy freaking Butler. Take over. Stop with the passiveness. It's yours. It's yours. You Mr. South Beach now. They ain't going to call it Wade County because Wade County is reserved for a very, very special man who now happens to be the part owner of the Utah Jazz, which is another story for another day. But the bottom line is, it's your town. Take over. Period. Number one option. Passiveness.
That was a great motivation speech. Thank you for
Jimmy
that.
freaking Butler is going to be a meme or a GIF or a GIF or whatever the kids are calling it nowadays. I can't argue with that point. Mm-hmm. If Kawhi, for example, doesn't do anything with the Clippers,
we'll get into that.
Then I'll bet you. But this is why what you're saying about Butler is right on. If they don't do anything, I'm sure Kawhi is going to look at Paul George a little sideways and think, I moved mountains to get you here and you didn't show up in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons he might want to go to Miami is not just Spoelstra and the culture, but you have a crime partner like Butler who shows up in big moments. He can't afford not to show up in the big moment.
Second largest playoff loss in franchise history. Can we just take a moment? Because he complimented your basketball analysis. So I just want to just take a moment and just all marinate on that.
I have my card back.
There's a first for everything.
You don't. You'll never get your card back. But you're allowed a guest pass.
Guest pass.
He
has to be careful. I could beat you without a card.
As LeBron James tries to deliver title number